Yo, yo, yo. You could have been anywhere in the world, but hopefully you're here with me tonight, venturing into the world that is DraftKings Best Ball, the Wild Wild West, they've been calling it, the DK Best Ball Drafts. We're going to talk through the insanity that is some of the DK rooms I've been in, and hopefully we'll get some insane ones tonight. Hit the intro, Will. Yeah. I'm pretty pumped. I think the DK drafts I've had, I built some of the best teams I feel like I've drafted this season, and obviously, you know, 95% of them are going to be terrible, but the 5% that are going to power through. Actually, let's put us at. I'm going to get us a nice 15% that power through. I feel like I've had a good off season. Not a ton of Bill. So, and I think my bags are packed. I think the build that I do have, I'm not going to take JCM, Lil Bill. He's pushing like 80s now, and I can't bring myself to do it. I think it's going to be too much of a committee, and maybe I'm missing out on the next Bucky, but maybe I'm not. And yeah, looking forward to what is up. Cheese head 0412. I don't think you can see any of the Lions stuff in the background. But, you know, I assume we're all Dynasty fans. We at least can we can come together in on that front. Because I definitely have made fun of Packers fans more than any other fan base. And I do apologize. Actually, more recently, it's been Bears. It's been Bears more recently. What is up, Zeno? Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. We don't have to do the Lions. We don't have to do the NFC North thing tonight unless it's like trashing. Unless we trash the Bears and think that they're all overhyped this season. I'm down. I can take it. Okay. But I can't take it was rough. The Bears. I will say I watched that preseason game against the Bills, and I was really hoping for that offense to not look good as it did. All right, we are hopping into the 15 millionaire contest. 2 million to first. This is $20 one. DK is doing a promo where I think it's like the last best ball week that they're doing, and so if you enter this contest, you get a $5 DFS ticket for week 1. So let's make it happen, Captain. That's the first one we'll do. And, oh, we're already in. Let's go. Bang. If you see me looking up, this is how I'm going to set up this beautiful overlay that you're about to see. This is how you're going to see how the, what is it? Cookies get made? Hot dogs get made. What is the phrase? What gets made? Yeah, what is the Manungai buzz? I feel like I haven't heard much on Roshan, but honestly my expectations are that it's gonna be like Swift, Roshan short yardage stuff. Dude, I'm pumped. I am pumped. Life is worth living. Did I tweet? I always forget if I tweeted. Feels a little awkward. I have access to the Dynasty Daddy Twitter account, so it always feels awkward to go and retweet my own tweet. But hey, gotta do what you gotta do, you know. All right, we got a trade here while I'm getting the draft board pulled up. All right, draft starts in a minute. Let's get this going. I want to get your guys' honest review, and I need your help if you're watching the draft. So I'll show you. I'll show you. Bam, we're here. Okay, so I'll make it look pretty. So okay, here we go. We're cooking. So I've got this set up so you can see the draft board while also seeing the picks I'm looking at. Okay, you know what I'm saying? And then we'll move this guy up here and bang. How about this, guys? Banger setup. You guys ever watched a best ball streamer that has this setup? Now, I probably could find a better way to use the space that's just this massive subscriber count. But as a reminder, like and subscribe, guys. Both of you in here and anybody else watching and not commenting, hit the like button. I'm doing the YouTube stuff, guys. I'm evolving as a content creator, if you will. Would you trade? Now let's get to the questions. Would you trade Hawk plus Teteroa plus a 26 late first for BTJ and Jatavian Sanders? Oof. I'm not going to be competing till next year. It's been sitting in my inbox and I can't pull the trigger. That's brutal. What's the tight end premium looking like? because McMillan in a first, I could see myself doing for BTJ. But if Hawk is a meaningful piece in a tight end premium, and I do like Hawk at his price, I actually just took him. No premium. Yeah, I'm probably doing it for no premium. It's tough because there is an outcome where McMillan is like 90% BTJ, and you're like, dang. But outside of that outcome, I think it's a good trade. All right, we are here. This is PPR. I have a decent amount of Saquon and not a ton of Gibbs, and I want to be yeah, let's do Gibbs. All right, I got to stop the moving around for you guys. I got to get it all pretty for you. There we go. That's perfect. And I'm a Lions fan, so easy. Ooh, Sanaa is interesting. I've been taking Fannin. The buzz on Fannin has been good. He's kind of been in the mix with the other players that have like gotten preseason rest in terms of like gonna have a role week 1. I don't think he's gonna usurp Njoku, but this Browns team does feel like the kind of team that would be willing to move an Njoku type when they're 2-7, you know, and it seems like, hey, we could use the beautiful things that David Njoku does. Let's go. How do you select draft order in your home leagues? Great question. It used to be a duck race. You guys ever have those sites that like do the little ducky things, and we would put all 12 players, they would have their little ducks and they do the race thing. I like this one. Doing 7 degenerates for the Browns. I know I started with 2, and then I was like, that is too many wins to give them off the bat. So I had to go up to 7 in the loss column. They're going to sneak out a win, you know, but there's always the games like the Bengals losing to the Pats last year early on. That was hilarious come playoff time when they were like fighting for their playoff life. And you remember they lost to the new Drake May Pats. Nice. I've done 1 best ball and was terrible, finished last. Best ball is a unique game. And I do want to do this. So DK is different from Underdog. If you're more familiar with Underdog, DraftKings is PPR. And let me pull up this info. So the scoring stuff is different. So you get a 300-yard 3-point bonus passing game, and you also get, wait, am I tripping? Yeah, this one. You get a 100-yard receiving game, and it's PPR. I don't know if I said that. Also a 100-yard rushing game. So it looks weird me taking Gibbs versus all those backs, but I will say the DK rooms are wild. So do not fear, guys. I will hit my wide receivers. Okay, Bowers goes. I've been taking a ton of Bowers on DK. This is I'm hoping to get Ladd here. Okay. So I think I do have to take the Ladster over the Gibbs Bucky start. You just fall behind so bad at receiver if you don't. Especially if the receiver I'm going to have to take if I don't take Ladd is like JSN wide receiver 1 season, you know. This we can see 3 rounds at a time. Let me know. I need accountability, guys. I want this to be the most beautiful stream for you all. If the overlay looks funky because Will's locked in on the draft and I'm not moving the board around so it looks pretty for you guys, call me out. Say, hey, idiot, move the board. You don't have to say idiot, but you can. Malik at the turn. Yeah, I've seen Malik. The questionable tag on DK is like a -3 or +3, depending on how you view it, buff to draft slot. So like Lamar with this, I mean, Lamar's kind of different because I'm sure people will read the report. Ooh, guys, I don't have a lot of the tough thing with the Russian quarterbacks. I mean, obviously I love Josh Allen and Lamar, but the pocket passers are more live to hit the big passing bonuses. How do I not take Josh Allen here, guys? I like JSN. I do like Evans too. Let's do it. I don't have a lot of Josh Allen teams. And Josh Allen is my GOAT. And it's always an excuse for me to whip out this, the one cool sports card Will has that he shows every stream. This is a Josh Allen, 1 of 75, jersey patch. It's beautiful, guys. I bought this for myself. I do a thing in the league I'm a commissioner of where every Dynasty champion, I buy a jersey patch card. I just ask that they don't make me spend like hundreds of dollars on it. But it's out of my own pocket, you guys. I'm a good guy. I'm not going to say idiot. Hey, I told you could. You have approval. Yeah. And Flacco's I mean, I was kind of expecting Flacco to start from the jump. That's not a big surprise to me. But it'll be interesting. What do you guys think the QB breakdown is going to be? My guess is Flacco until like either terrible game or like the record is bad enough, like mid in the season. And then I just like Kenny Pickett doesn't make sense to me on this team. I don't know. I don't feel like Kenny Pickett has, no offense, like the redeeming qualities that better prospects had, if that makes sense. So like I think Baker and Darnold, both as like quarterback talents, have better like QB qualities than Pickett. So he doesn't really make sense to me with all these young guys. But Flacco makes sense. All right. What do you think? Oh, wait. Sorry. I missed this one. What up, Phil? Is there a different draft strategy for best ball? I am in the best ball dynasty. Ooh, zero clue what I'm doing. Yes. Okay. So I'm sure you're seeing all these trades where it looks bad on paper and you're like, how are you're giving up this elite asset and you're just getting 2 picks much later. I would never do that in a lineup league, and I wouldn't either. But best ball is different because like 2 good players, like think about it in terms of this context. Like I'll even go to the high end. Jamar Chase versus like, now it's going to be hard dynasty value wise, but like Chase versus JSN and Mike Evans, it's going to sound insane, but like you take the 2 players. And like obviously multiple players can hit both parts of your lineup, but you're also getting like 2 swings at upside. All right, we're on the clock here. We win a league quarterback, so QB is off the table. Ken Walker is back at practice, same bye week as Gibbs, but I'm not too worried bye week wise. I trust myself to work around it. I'm gonna take the Ken Walker dip. These receivers, I know it looks weird. I was just talking about how it's PPR and you fall behind a receiver really bad, but this range is so similar to me. Like I'm a guy who will take Ibuka here. Ibuka, Smith, DK, Pickett. Like I really want to take Pickens, honestly. I've been taking him. I have him in both the lineup dynasty startups. He's my favorite receiver in that range. What is up? The big D himself. Diaz, I got something for you. After this next pick, I'm playing something for you and the people. I just made it 45 minutes before I started the stream. All right, wait, I missed. Diaz can probably break down your Dynasty Best Ball question better than I can. This is like my second. I've always been a lineup guy. Just it's what I've known, and it's what the people that I played in leagues with want to play. None of them really want to do best ball, and I feel like my best ball. All right, we are here. We got DK. I would take Ibuka here. Should I take Ibuka, guys? You got the McMillan injury, Godwin, Pup. I'm still a DK believer. Are any DK believers in the chat? I feel like people hate Aaron Rodgers, people hate the Steelers, but pure target share upside in the 50s, I'm fine with DK. And I do have a decent amount of Ibuka. You guys know I'm an Ibuka boy. All right, wait, I gotta play. This is for the people. Are you guys ready? Gonna find my Jerry, gonna hold real tight, gonna talk some fantasy. I would have just done fantasy tonight. You always told me never draft Jalen right, but I did in a draft in the middle of the night. This is crazy. Ty felt an invite. Can you do the beep for me? Beep. Dynasty Daddy tonight. The last part was a little low. We were pushing it with the Dynasty Daddy tonight, but I appreciate you trying to keep it on brand.
Sounds like you have mental problems, man.
Thoughts? All right, here's the crazy stuff about the DK rooms. I know you can't see the full. Actually, I could do this. This is gonna look weird. This is don't worry about it. Does this look weird? No, it's not too bad. All right. This guy takes Burrow. I love Burrow too. But unstacked Burrow, no Higgins, no Chase, which I will say pure like winning this pod, I actually don't think it's terrible. Like just winning your pod, totally fine. But in my opinion, in best ball, that is like solely a tournament format, like playing to win your pod is not the move. You want the team that exits the pod to have like the highest upside. So right here, it's like, okay, cool. Like, let's say this guy wins the pod. You know, Devontae, Marv, Amon-Ra, banger picks, Achane pops off. If Burrow has an amazing season, he is bringing along one, if not both, of Chase and Higgins. And especially on a week-to-week basis, Burrow's not, he doesn't have Chase Brown either. Like, the next best option for stacking with the quarterback he took in the 5th round is what? Okay, I gotta lock in. Pearsall goes. That is a bummer. All right. Locking back in. Stream quality setup here. We're on the clock. Oh, it's not doing the thing. All right, I'll fix it. Don't worry, guys. There we go. All right, on the clock here. We have 2 and 2. Rome or Golden, guys. Rome or Golden. I don't think I'm doing the running backs. I think I can push running back because I don't love. I'm kind of liking the Golden buzz, man. Golden, yeah. All right, that is beautiful. And you know what? We had is a Packers fan still in the chat? I'm pro Golden. I'm pro Golden for you. Let's go. Same bye week as DK, but it's okay. You know, I've been known to. Actually, you know what I've actually been known for is taking one of my queued players. We actually might get both here, both by week 5s. Maybe we go running back. Honestly, I didn't think. I mean, Rome probably goes. I was gonna say I would have taken Pacheco if I would have known that the receivers would have fallen. Wow, Diggs. Okay, I vibe with it. I'm with it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. All right, Pacheco. Wow, is Rome gonna get back to me? He does. How do I not take Rome here, guys? Am I crazy? 3 wide receivers with by week 5. It's 1 week. We're really gonna have to. I just don't know how it's not Rome. I can't. I just can't. I can't find a universe where that's not Rome Odunze pick. This looks weird. I know. Don't be scared, guys. You look scared. We have Josh Allen. So the picks where we would have taken the quarterbacks, and I will tell you, the quarterback runs on DK are crazy, man. You will see it come this like 9th. The 9th through the 11th round will blow your mind as to what quarterbacks go, when they go, and to who they go. It's a triple threat of what the hell is going on. All right, wait, I gotta lock in. So we do this. I have to scroll on the actual board itself. There we go. Look at this, guys. This is some. I'm not trying to gas myself up. This is some high quality streaming. Thoughts? Can I get a W stream in the chat? In a really shallow league, you should prioritize the QB and tight end more. Okay, so this is interesting. I don't know if this is related to this because this looks like 0 QB. All right, my bad, Giulio. Giulio? Should I not do the accent? That's my bad. What do y'all think about 0 QB in a 10-team Superflex Star 8? Yeah, okay, so this does make sense with the question. From the 10 turn. Is this a redraft? Dynasty? Yeah, pure 0 quarterback, I would understand like really pushing it and being like, I'm gonna be so nasty at all skill position players. Like when people are taking their Bo Nixes and Kylers, like I am just taking the highest projection running back and yes, redraft. Okay. Yeah, I can buy with it on redraft. For sure. I think QBs get pushed up more in Superflex Dynasty because the longevity of the QB position, right? Like 30 isn't as scary as it is for receivers and running backs, obviously. All right, so ton of QBs on the board. I am probably not touching any of them. Jalen Warren is a good pick. Receivers. We have Downs, Reed, Godwin. I like a lot of these, and I think a lot of them will fall with the Q tags. So I think this is Jalen Warren. 2 Steelers. I am unfortunately going to be starring Aaron Rodgers. I would like to apologize to all viewers of the stream, but unfortunately, that is what would make the most sense. You don't need auto-tune. Running back with your natural chords. I will say, my biggest regret when I was rewatching that was that I didn't try to do the solo harmony at the end. I heard it back when I found the Anchorman clip. There we go. Jalen Warren here. All right, we're up in 3 picks right here. I think we're pushing tight end. Oh, I do love Njoku. I think we're pushing tight end. I would love a Josh Downs pick here. Like, you see these Q tags. I mean, the hamstring stuff is scary. Not practicing. We are getting pretty close to the season, but Q tags are just like a death sentence on DraftKings. And we got Daniel Jones, right? This is Wan'Dale Robinson plus. Bang. Give it to me. Like, I would take Godwin. I know he's fallen pretty far, and you probably could get him like close to mid 110s. And I would take him there. I know he's activated off the pup list, and he's probably not going to start the season, but like getting activated off the pup is like a really good sign as far as like early season start for. I'm on the clock. Oh, all right, guys. Big Diaz doesn't like the Colston Loveland pick. All right, here's the thing, Diaz. I went through all the simulations and the projections, and to me, picking Colston Loveland there felt like a format, what I would feel good about trading my first away for. Not right now, but week 3 if he's doing well. And I just kept going back to the like first Ben Johnson pick. You know, I'm kind of buying in on the tight ends. I'm a Michigan guy too, so I know Colston Loveland is legit and good, and how terrible that offense was, specifically the quarterback position. But I know you wanted me to take Hunter. So wait, what was the? I guess I probably should know this. I guess I can pull it up on my phone. I don't have to. Oh, there we see Colston Loveland go right there. That's a ball nowhere right there. I need a Will Chichi for my fantasy drafts. Guys, would you care about Will rankings? Would you view the document that was titled? Well, I almost put together, I can show you guys. I actually was going to put together like a resource document that had my rankings, had like head coach changes, and like my opinions on like tendency shifts for that. And then I was like, man, Will, why don't we just get like 4 streams into being on the Dynasty Daddy show? Nobody cares about you in a normal way, you know? I don't expect people to care about me. I appreciate that, Zeno. It is, yeah. No, dude, this stuff is fun, man. That's the thing with. All right, guys, are we taking Godwin here? This is kind of a W Godwin pick, yeah. Godwin at 110. We just got the positive news that he was. Okay, wait, this is not. I don't remember reading this. All right, 4 games with this receiver room. Is that too much? Bill? Is it Bill? Wait, it's Bill. No. It's Godwin and Bill falls. Trust me, guys. It's Godwin and Bill falls, I believe. I think that's Book of Mormon I was doing there. Book of Mormon fans in the chat? All right. Come on, give me some Bill chants in the chat. Wait, let me pull this up. Here we go. No! I was too late. No. Damn. All right. Is this Tucker Craft pick? I could see myself picking Tank. I don't think Tank is a bad pick. I like Shaheed. What are we, 6 receivers now? We probably should take some running backs. A lot of my favorite receivers are here, though. Yeah, it probably does have to be Tank, unfortunately. I have a ton of. I have so much Tootin', guys. I don't have any ETN really, but I'm thinking about hedging some Tootin with some tank picks on teams that need running backs. I would love to play music. I have friends that make music, and I was thinking about having that for the best ball streams, but then I also was dude, that was brutal, man. All right, was the Godwin pick bad in retrospect? If we could go back in time, what's the well, Kirk went right before, but I guess Godwin would have pushed him down, but maybe he would have gone still. Like if I knew Kirk would have been there, I would have been happy to go Bill, Kirk. But I have a lot of Ibuka. I don't have a lot of Godwin, and I don't think he's going to fall much more than this after reports that he's going to start practicing. I mean, the return to practice stuff is kind of clouded by expected not to be ready until like week 4. But yeah, the Q. It's tough though because it's the Q tag, but he already had been pushed. His ADP is 110, and I think the Q tag gets negated. It's like you guys ever play card games? There's like a card effect. And it's like when you're drafting in a DraftKings Best Ball, it only pushes back 5 spots. Once you start pushing like 10, people are like, let me slurp that Dipperino, if you will. Okay, we get so we should at least be thinking about quarterback. We have Rodgers. We could have gone Herbert. Oh, Herbert went early, actually. I thought he went in this last round. We could have gone Jordan Love instead of Godwin as well with the golden pick. But to me, when I have Josh Allen, I just am two QB in it, unless I get a really good third. Ibuka went in the 50s. 53. I almost took him at 52. I went DK. I have a decent amount of Ibuka. My bags are packed. And so when he's in these 50 ranges, I'll just be satisfied with the times I got him in the 90s and 80s. I don't even think it's crazy, guys. Like, I want you to think about the McMillan injury really was like the big one for me because he was playing a lot on the outside and not a lot in the slot in the preseason. And I feel like that was kind of an indication of like positive stuff for Godwin, in my opinion. Ooh, I kind of like Mooney here. All right, how far can we push tight ends? All right, I do like Ferg. I think Ferg is a good pick. What's this Goddard injury? Let's doing the news thing. Groin? Bro, is groin is just like the classic tight end injury. Ferg goes. All right, does it have to be God squad? Oh, I do like Eckler. Eckler on a PPR site when Brian Robinson doesn't exist. I think I'm gonna push tight end even more. We also are really behind on running back. Like I went Gibbs Walker, and then our next running back was Jalen Warren and Tank Bigsby. This is kind of like a fake 5 running back team because 3 of the running backs are Jalen Warren, Tank Bigsby, and Austin Eckler. Our receivers, but our receivers aren't great either. Ladd, DK, Golden, Rome, Downs, Godwin. Okay, actually, I kind of have with our receivers. So this is going to be a 2 QB team, most likely. Rodgers, we probably will have to think about at the 165 coming up here. I think Ibuka in Dynasty was expecting him to be a late season breakout, but kind of have to start on week 1 now. Hey, I'm with it, man. Like, no, what are they going to do? Like the way they talk about him, the way he's played, what he's done in the preseason already, there's just no way he's not, 70% snaps week 1. Maybe I'm crazy. Am I crazy, guys? All right. Mooney or Goddard? Guys, Mooney is just such a good pick here. Yeah? All right. Here's what we're doing. Don't try this at home. We are drafting Darnell Mooney here. We are unstarring Dallas Goedert. We are gonna hit Will's favorite. This is the you guys watch NBA? You guys know LeBron where he does this thing? All right, I do that every time, guys. There's not a time I've done a stream where I've not done that. Okay. You guys know LeBron? He looks at the ball. That's Will. That's Will starring Theo Johnson. And now Harold Fannin. All right, we can go back. Hey, what is up? Fantasy Meatball in the chat. Guys, when this draft is done, I'm going to pull up the best ball sleeper board for the startup, the Dynasty Daddy League startup I'm in. The Charlie Daddy. Daddy Charlie. Wait, what is it? How do I name that? Charlie Daddy? Alpha Daddy? Bravo Daddy? I kind of want to flex my lineup teams. One of them is nasty. I have 2 extra firsts, and I feel like my team is good. That's like, whew. We're cooking with some gas. Hey, what's up, Kyle? Wait, have you left a message before? Charlie's. Oh, is this Charlie League. There we go. W. I thought you were saying hi to Charlie, and I was like, dang, Kyle didn't say hi to me. Who's this Charlie guy? I know. It's for the content. We're ripping a best ball draft because that's a promise I made. Now, granted, I had an underdog, I think, in the title and thumbnail, but things change. People change. We are gonna hit a. We're gonna make my pick on the clock, and we'll take a peek at the other boards. You know, let you leak all the picks I made. How do you think Pacheco will do this year? He's my RB2. Am I cooked? I think RB2 is one of the most. I was gonna kind of do like a RB2 is overrated. Give me Jalen Warren. Give me, Zach Charbonnet. All these like names people think are disgusting to start. I'll give me Austin Eckler. All right, wait. Let me lock in on this next pick real quick. Do we have to take Rodgers? I think the answer is no. We have both Warren and DK and Gino, Darnold, and Stafford are on the board, and the teams behind us all have 2 quarterbacks. So, okay, now I'm getting a little spooked. That pick did spook me. I do like Jerome Ford. And the Darnell Mooney pick actually kind of unlocked this Jerome Ford pick. Grando's back at practice, right? That's a bummer. Tis a bummer. How's the Woody buzz, guys? Thoughts? All right. Is it Rodgers Woody? Should I take Ollie Gordon? How bad is this right injury? I don't have any Woody. It makes me really want to take him. And I feel like he's good for this team. Like I don't think Woody is necessarily the best like in a vacuum pick. Yeah, here we go. That's what I needed to see. I should have been looking at the chat. Should have trusted you guys. All right, this is going to be weird. I can't go any lower than this. Oh, I can. W. All right, this is me up here. This little white area. Yeah, Woody is really good for this team because our running back room is pretty shoddy. Now, granted, we have 0 tight ends. So that, I should have picked Hunter Henry. Guys, I didn't even click on the Hunter Henry, the tight end board. Okay. Okay, this actually does suck. I have to take Rodgers here. And I don't want to, but I have to. Okay? We're already making the Steelers offense is not terrible bet with both Warren and DK. And if we don't take a quarterback here, Darnold will for sure go. Dart, Daniel Jones. I mean, A-Rich got benched, but he's going to go anyways. And I'll have to be down here for QB2. And don't know if I think Josh Allen's week 7 bye is going to line up well with Joe Flacco still being the starting quarterback for the Browns. Full transparency. All right, I missed some chats here. Where would you be comfortable drafting, MHJ? Or what would your team have to be built like to do it? Are you talking redraft? Let me know. So I'm taking him in the 5th? Wait, is this a startup or redraft? He goes 3rd. Where'd he go here? Yeah, he went. He's pushing more towards late third though. He was 2-3 turn earlier, and I feel like just a lot of buzz around. I mean, people will push Kittle up. Hampton has moved up. Tyreek has kind of been all over the place. Chase Brown for sure. James Cook with the contract. All right. I hate that we had to go Rodgers there, but I hope you guys understand. I'm surprised no quarterbacks have gone. Quarterbacks, DK is quarterback thirsty with the bonuses. I mean, I might even take Darnold here. I'd be happy to take Darnold here. I wouldn't be happy, but I would do it. Well, you should pull up the draft year to pick. That is the plan. Stay tuned. Hopefully this is laughing with me, not at me. I think I'm a little late on some of these. Chubb over Woody. Well, Chubb, my guy, Chubb went like 132. I got a 32 pick discount on a rookie in best ball versus the old man, and it's PPR. All right, I'm Mason Taylor coded. Give him to me. I also like Chig. I would have gone Chig there. Dart looking good in the preseason, yeah. I saw he was like 6 for 12, but I heard that it's a little bit more aggressive play calling. I think there were 2 drops. I haven't watched it. Anybody watch the Dart? I'll probably watch the games tonight. I know Rodgers isn't playing. Keaton Mitchell, nice. Yeah, this is the guys. This is kind of the dream. I love Mason Taylor. Theo. Okay, doubling up the bye weeks on the shoddy tight ends is a little sketch. Might do it. What up? Didn't you know no league is more important than the Charlie League? Typical construction, super independent response. Honestly, that's probably the league I'm most nervous about. No Kizzy, because it's the league. I have 326 firsts in another startup, and I have 2 in the other. And I haven't traded away any of my firsts. And I just traded mine away to Diaz. I made a deal with the devil. Sorry for what that implies about you, Diaz, but that's how it felt when I made the trade. Just want to be fully transparent. 26 second or Braylon Allen. I would want to know a little bit more context, but I'm probably just taking the second. I want to accept that I'm accepting that Braylon Allen has a role, but I think a second can get you. I care more about pockets of production than I do like a projection for upside, if that makes sense. All right, Elijah Arroyo. No hate. Cooling off. Okay, Torrey Horton is interesting, but I think this probably should be. You know what? Let's do this. Let's do it, guys. Let's take Daniel Jones to stack with our Josh Downs. And you know what? The Daniel Jones bet of like which quarterback starts the season is going to be the one to end it, and that being bad for best ball matters a lot less when you have Josh Allen on your team. Like I just need Daniel Jones to work with Rodgers to give me a decent week 7 score. That's all I need from you two. You guys go on your merry way, throw for your 190 yards. Jones, give me some 30 rushing yard games. But yeah, I'm all over the place. I'm locking in, guys, for the questions right now. 26 second, I would take over Braylon Allen, and it has more to do with the pockets I care about for running back production. So for me, the 1 year I would get from like 1 to 2 years I would get from James Conner, Aaron Jones, like insert veteran running back that is projected to be a top 15 scorer at the position. I care more about that than I do the dynasty value of Braylon Allen, who's young and looks decent and like could, but hasn't yet like taken over a meaningful workload. Now, if it's a super deep league and running back scoring is like super mega juiced and you can't really buy running backs with seconds, but I'm kind of pushing myself on that one. Dude, Fantasy Meeple, you definitely had the most interesting draft, I will say. I haven't really been paying too close attention to the other teams. I probably should do a better job of that. But man, yeah, your team's been interesting. I would rather die than roster Aaron Rodgers. Jeez. I kind of get it. Yeah, I kind of get it. All right, last 3 picks here. We are 3, 6, 7, 3. I think, all right, I'm going to read these wide receivers. Do we feel confident enough to stop at 7, or should we add one more? We have Ladd, DK, Golden, Rome, Downs, Godwin, Mooney. The only issue is we have 2 guys who are early season injury bros. Okay, I hate this quote. Week to week basis. I feel like I also heard quotes about him like not needing to get reps or whatever. He's going to be ready kind of deal. All right, I'm getting self-conscious about my picks. All right, the running back position, we have Gibbs, Walker. Week 8, we will be 2 of these people will be hitting the lineup. Jalen Warren, Tank Bigsby, Austin Eckler, Woody Marks. Kind of sounds like one more running back. Okay, never mind. Hate all these. Dude, remember when Hunter was going like 180? I mean, this is really it, right? Rams always rest their guys. Jarquez is getting... All right, Sean Tucker, kind of a W pick with the Rashad White injury. And then, oh, guys, am I pushing Theo Johnson too far? Kind of like Sean Tucker. Sorry, this is DraftKings Best Ball. This is just for the season, and it's a tournament format. I'm gonna do one more after this, so I'm gonna go to Dynasty. We're gonna switch frames here. I'm gonna go to make my pick in the Charlie League and see if I'm close or on the clock in Alpha or Bravo, and then please give me Theo Johnson. If okay, I do want Theo Johnson. Greg Dulcich did catch a touchdown today. Should I be scared? The GOAT who has wronged me. I believed in this man. He was the chosen one. All right, Arroyo though. It's probably just Arroyo, yeah. I have a ton of Theo Johnson, and not a lot of Arroyo. Even though I do think that early season it's going to be a little sketch. Honestly, I probably should not be tripling up rookie tight ends. Because I do think that Arroyo is going to get a little boxed out by Barner. All right, third tight end here. I would take what's the Noah Fant buzz? Yeah, Gesicki with the injury. Okay, nice. W. Yeah, this is DraftKings. This is like a tournament format, so I can explain it too when we lead into the last one. What do we think of Chase Brown for Ibuka and Pacheco? I mean, I'm an Ibuka guy, so if you're looking for, I do like Chase Brown as well, but yeah, I'm going Ibuka, Pacheco for sure. I mean, I've seen Ibuka go ahead of Chase Brown in startups since the McMillan injury. They're going to learn how to slide. Yeah, that is kind of like the classic rookie QB thing, for sure. Chase Brown side, okay. I mean, honestly, pure production for sure for this season. Like war difference for your team, for sure. But to me, you get the bet, and even if Pacheco is like a total zero, like he is just, yeah, we're not going to re-sign him, and Brashard Smith is going to do some passing and down stuff, and Kareem Hunt has a valuable role, brings a valuable grit to this team type beat. If all that happens, it's still like Ibuka versus Chase Brown, which is still a first round receiver who is getting an insane amount of buzz, has the perfect runway for the rookie season start with McMillan injury, Godwin pup. Now he's activated off the pup, but it sounds like week 4 at best for him. Like and I'm an Ibuka guy, so yeah. True. This is true. This is true. Chase Brown is also just him. Oh, we got a lot of Chase Brown sides. Where are my Ibuka boys, guys? Come on. Follow the sheep. Come on, where are my sheeple at that are following the Ibuka rise? Roster construction question. 12 by 11, Superflex PPR, 2 running back, 3 wide receiver, 3 flex. My wide receiver room is Marv, Evans, DK, Ibuka, W, Shakir, Jacoby, Shaheed. I like this wide receiver room. Feels like doesn't need Shakir, Jacoby, and Shaheed. Okay, 12 by 11. I'd be curious to know the running back room. Like, I get from the perspective of Marv, Evans, DK, Ibuka, you feel like you're 3+1 through the flex. But, you know, if you only have to start 2 running backs, I don't mind having a bunch of, hey, thanks for the sub, whoever that was. Let me know. It was me. Say, it was me, smiley face. All right. Oh, guys, I think we pushed Harold Fannin too far. You guys hear that? Somebody like racing Tokyo drifting on my freaking street. Guys, for all that is good, can this team that has 2 tight ends, okay, if we can get this team to not draft Harold Fannin, I think we're good. I'll eat the whatever score I get from Arroyo week 9 just so I can have the triple trifecta rookie tight end team. All right, A-Gap Blitz right here. I mean, A-Gap Blitz is a ball knower name. Rashard Smith. All right, honestly, W pick too, still. All right, it's a 3-7-7-3. 3-7-7-3 is a little bit weird with Josh Allen, but I am not mega confident in Aaron Jones or in Aaron Rodgers. All right, W. All right, tight ends definitely funky in PPR, but I will say tight ends are rarely ever hitting the bonuses, so it matters less when it's like you're kind of just banking on touchdowns anyways. And what better offenses to bank on touchdowns than the New York Football Jets, the Cleveland Browns, and the Sam Darnold Seattle Seahawks for 3 rookies. Come on, guys. All right, final team, and then we'll stay for a minute. We'll take a look at the team, and then we'll switch over to that will be easier to deal with to get your first. Come on, man. You can't be dropping the first back to me. That's brutal. All right. Wait, does this work? Okay. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at the squad, guys. All right, Josh Allen, Gibbs, Kenneth Walker, Ladd, DK, Golden, Mason Taylor, Rome, Jalen Warren, Downs, Godwin, Tank. I think we landed this plane questionably, but I like it. This is kind of the all injury dip faller team. We have Godwin and Mooney. Actually, not really. Literally just those 2 players. But oh, and Downs. He had a Q tag. Yeah, I like this team. I mean, running backs could be smashing every week, and I like that I went 7. I think this needed to be a 7 running back team. All right, let us shift gears real quick and pull up the Charlie League. We got a pick to make. Dart looked very good, but left because he runs like a dummy. Oh wait, was it a concussion? I saw somebody say something about a concussion. I don't mind spoilers. I'm about to watch a game. All right, I got 2 DMs and an inbox. Is this just everyone in the Charlie League telling me I'm on the clock? Yeah, let me know about the Dart injury. Concussion check back out. Wait, he came back? Oh, okay. I mean, stuff like that wouldn't surprise. I mean, he had already what? He was like 6 of 12. Like 12 pass attempts, I feel like, regardless of where he was at in the game. It's reasonable for a preseason experience. He threw a touchdown too. Yeah, we'll do the live review right now. RBs are CMC, Achan, Henry, Pacheco, Mason, and the backups. Yeah, it's pretty good. Running back room. The only thing is, though, for Dynasty, you're a little bit more flexible. I mean, if you could turn into like those receivers into different running back bets, I'd be fine with that. The only thing is like the CMC Henry part of this running back room is a little sketch with Achan hurt too. sorry. I was like having two different thoughts at the same time. The like CMC Henry age thing, like 2 seasons from now, like I know we got the Henry extension, and I believe that CMC can give you 1 to 2 years of the CMC greatness, but it will be nice to be able to flex receiver. And I assume the range that you'd be able to buy would not be that much difference making versus the receivers. I know Lad has talent, but I cannot make my brain stop telling me that Chase Brown is a fluke. Okay, sorry. I drafted Lad McConkey on that best ball team, and I was like, what the hell does Lad have to do with Chase Brown? Chase Brown went before him. I couldn't have even picked him. Kyron also gives me vibes, but I know it's not. I can't be alone. Here's my thing. I think that sometimes people get too engulfed into like advanced metrics that don't have the context. So like the Bengals, for example, all the shotgun snaps and everything. Like, I don't necessarily think that Chase Brown is in the best like rushing offense. So a lot of the like advanced metrics as far as like Chase Brown's, rush yards over expected and yards before contact stuff. Like, to me, all I care about is the role for running backs. And I think Chase Brown has like the money role. Like, they trust him in the red zone and goal line. We saw it in the preseason, like for this season as well. Samaje Perine to me is the perfect like eating snaps running back. Yeah, I could go on for my Chase Brown love all day. But yeah, as long as he has this role, and even if it's limited, like even if they bring in a Zach Moss plus, like let's say this team signed Brian Robinson, to me, I would be a little bit spooked of like the overall smash upside of like he's getting all of the goal line stuff. But I think if he still has the passing game stuff in some capacity, like I know Samaje Perine is going to play a lot of thirds, but to me, I think the like he's going to be getting 4 or 5 targets a game, and that is impactful. As long as the playing lanes are safe, true. All right, let me check my DMs real quick. Oh, I got a trade offer from the Big D. A third to move back 7 spots. Interesting. And then this is in. I'm getting a first on this one, but I need to get a pick back. That's later though. I'm gonna hold on to that. All right. Okay. All right. I'm pulling up the draft board right now. Do not worry, guys. Oh my gosh. Big D. It happened. Guys, life is beautiful. Life is worth living. Will is going to get to draft Travis Hunter. I am going to think about it, though. Let me know what you guys would do. All right, bang. We're here. All right, this has been a weird draft. I don't have my first. But I wanted to go tight end receiver here. So if you see, I traded a first basically for this pick, and I gave DS my 10th. This pick right here, the 10-10. To me, so for those who are not aware, and maybe I can zoom in on the lineup at least. This is a 12-team best ball 0.75 tight end premium start 2 tight end. So Bowers went to 102, and I think that is totally reasonable. Trey McBride went at the 109, and I wanted him to be my 110 pick. And I'm usually not a running back guy, but I kind of want to do the like double elite running back thing. And I feel like I liked A-Chan compared to some of these other receivers that were available. I don't want to talk about the Garrett Wilson pick, guys. I did regret it. What happened? Yo, what is up? Appreciate it. Let's see. Can Will get the thing to work? Wait, Meatball, were you here for the singing? The singing video? I'll play that for you. Wait, is this? Bang! KFFPC main event. 12 by 10. Kicker and defense included. PPR draft spot auction. Third round reversal. Which slot to bid on and how much? Ooh. Should I go balance or hero RB or hero wide receiver? Thank you. Interesting. Yeah, pure redraft. Should we do this, guys? All right. I'm not actually doing a mock draft. Okay, wait, I gotta get to my. Shout out to Michigan Melee, guys. Wait, this is kind of sick. This is the Michigan Melee League. I was gonna pull up the mock draft for. Where my Smash boys at? Any Smashers in the chat? Your boy, my one of my biggest accomplishments in my life, 67th in Michigan, Super Smash Brothers Melee. I'll play some. You guys want me to? I could pull up Melee and I could stream Melee right now. I'm sure Jeremy would message me and be like, "Hey man, like we probably should keep it football based," but I would do it just to show you guys my my Falco. All right, I wanted to do. Actually, I should probably do this first. Let's do this first. This is not what I wanted to do. Bang. Here we go. Okay, wait. Oh no, I want to. Okay, sorry. We're switching back and forth. I kind of forgot this was a super chat. I'm not gonna lie. If money's involved, I feel like I owe you the thank you, the music, and then the answer. I think that I really like in like home leagues going running back, hero RB. Because wait, can we do this? Oh, I didn't do a mock draft, that's why. Like I get to go, like when you go Bijan here, it sucks because in PPR formats I totally get, like I love CD, love JJ. I even love it all the way through Amon-Ra, Puka, Nico, Neighbors. Pure draft slot wise, I kind of do like this. I like knowing that I can go hero RB, which gets sketchy towards the end of the draft because you could see Bijan, Gibbs, Barkley, Genti go. Like I'm willing to go Genti in the first. The Achan being hurt kind of muddies the water. So like right here, because I went hero RB, I still feel flexible. And here's my thing. So like, let's say I do this. I go Bijan, Chase Brown. Okay, I'm not gonna go triple. Like whatever, I do this or something. Like I have one wide receiver through 3. Okay, this is a weird ass league. I forgot about it being 2 running back, 2 wide receiver, 1 flex. But to me, the running backs in the hundreds, okay? We got Javonte motherfucking Williams, okay? In the hundreds at receiver, bro, we got Ricky Pearsall 94, Golden 95, Igbuka's 101. Brother, Igbuka's 101 on sleeper redraft? In what universe? Juwan Jennings, Josh Downs, Michael Pittman. You can make rookie bets. Rashid Shaheed, F it. Slot Demon, Christian Kirk. Come on. So I'm way more likely, and 2, I feel like in redraft leagues, running backs get really you know. Did you go Gibbs in all 3 leagues? No, 2 of them. This is Charlie. And then in Alpha, I went double tight end. I went weirder than going Gibbs again. Guys, I think I might land this plane though. Don't show the people my queue. But I started Bowers, McBride. I think I did this because I got salty that I didn't think I was going to get either of these guys in the 2 tight end best ball one. Bowers, McBride, Herbert, Cam Ward. Perry did a laughing emoji, and then he DM'd me and said, "Sorry, bro, I don't know how I did that. I don't know how to take it off." That was so funny. But hey, we're landing the plane here. We have an extra first. Yeah, extra first. This team can compete, man. Maybe I should have gone 3rd quarterback. I think one of my regret picks was probably Ken Walker here. I was willing to go Fields or Bryce Young here, but I thought running back wise, Ken Walker at the 6'10" felt too good. All right, let me lock in and make this pick for the Charlie Daddy League. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. I'm only 53 minutes in. That's not that bad. We just had shout out to K Bird. Wait, bro, no way, dude, are you in here right now, brother? Use the full 8 hours, and I get hit with the @will you're on the clock. That is, nah, I'm messing with you. I'm sure you're busy. It's okay. Your 2031st. Does that even show in the app? Hail to the victors. I do a pretty good like mouth trumpet if you guys ever want to hear it. Let me know. Okay. All right, Will is a big Travis Hunter guy. But the issue is I queued these 3 players, and this is why I went Loveland. I am so into like I like all these 3 receivers so much that I had no issue with going Loveland. All right, I am a big Travis Hunter. I'm buying all the he's going to be too good on offense for him to have a like 50% snap share on defense. I think he's going to be a situational corner. And I think, honestly, I think he has the chutzpah, athletic ability to be the Shohei Ohtani of the NFL. Now, with that being said, Will, you are aware that you traded away your first on a team that you drafted a rookie tight end, and you're about to draft a rookie receiver who also plays cornerback. Thank you for telling me. I'm aware. But sometimes you got to let your motherfucker... Wow. I was about to say frickin'. Did I stop enough? Do I need to say this is not for children? Do I need to click that tab on the... You know what? I almost swore on stream talking about this. I'm going Travis Hunter, man. Best ball? I get the best ball from him? Bro, I was going in. That's how I knew I needed to make the pick. All right. Hunter it is. All right. Then plan-wise, I'm not going to leak my plan. I do not have an 8-10 or a 10-10, which is a little sketch. So I'm going to have 2 picks here before. I wonder what the QB run's going to look like here. That will be interesting. And we are seeing some vet running backs go. All right. I'm not getting these boys. And I'm probably not trading up. I took Kittle over receiver because I'm not picking until Labor Day and it's our 2 tight end. Yeah, I think that is a good call. Especially, I almost did the same thing. I actually debated double tapping Loveland and Kittle here, but mostly because I traded away my first. Because yeah, I totally get the vibe of when you trade away your first on a team, you're like, I gotta lock in for this year. Like this has to be the 112, which I think is probably the right way to play, but I think to an extent. Like, I think I still would be trying to build like a good dynasty roster, but you know, Kittle just got the extension, so I don't think it's that bad. I will give you a 2nd, 3rd swap to pick swap 5ths here, Will. Okay, I just took Travis Hunter. Here's the only issue with that is like I love this range of receivers so much more than the next group. You know? And also I just took Travis Hunter because I almost got our channel taken down. All right. Golden goes the 7-8 here. I don't pick until 8-10-9-3. Okay, this is shaping out nicely. We're landing the plane. This is Bravo Daddy. I have the 8-10, 8-11 coming up here for this beautiful squad. JJ Gibbs, BTJ Pickens, Edison Hawk, and T-Law. I have 2 extra firsts in this one. There's a drop after the 6-2. Dang. Wait. That's just your... Oh. Makes me sad, man. I'm getting Buka and wait, actually, you know what is actually really sad? Guys, I'm really in on Waddle. I love Waddle's dynasty price. Or not necessarily love, but I like this range enough to feel fine with taking like Waddle at the end, you know? He goes 1 pick before me here. A range I was definitely taking receiver. And where am I? 1 pick before me here. Now, granted, I love JMO too, and I just took Pickens ahead of him, so I'm not too sad about it. But that was hilarious to me that I got double Waddle sniped in both leagues. All right, 1 more DK. You guys in? Who's in? Give me 1. I'm in the chat, and I'll set up the DK. I made my picks. No longer on the clock. You know what? I'm doing it anyways. I was kind of hoping I'd see an I'm in. It's okay. I'm just gonna assume we're gonna get an I'm in, and I'm gonna get in myself. Oof, 1 out of 12 entrants. All right. I was rushing the I'm in. Maybe I should have been quicker and just done it. Wait, Balloons, Tower Defense 6, and Old School RuneScape? Is that what it is? OSRS is Old School RuneScape? I didn't play a lot of RuneScape. I played weirder games, unfortunately. My friends got me into like Habbo Hotel and like Neopets and stuff when I would have, but I will say if I did get into RuneScape, I'm sure I would have gotten into WoW, and I probably would be much fatter and streaming WoW right now on Twitch. There we go. Here we go. 2 I'm in. Oh, yo, what's up, B-Turts? Should we do the who wants team review? B-Turts McGee. Ooh. I kind of like this team. I like the start. B-Turts, what are you cooking? Do you get extra first? I'll pull it up. All right, I think we are in it, actually. All right, we are in a draft. Buka straight up. The Buka straight up thing is, that'd probably be pretty roster dependent for me. Like, even though I like Ibuka for this year, and I am taking him in best ball, it is also hard to not expect Ibuka to score significantly less than Chase Brown, especially if Godwin is back on the field. All right, we're here. Could have been anywhere in the world, but you are here with me Tuesday night. I'm happy the universe aligned our paths together for you to watch me rip a DK best ball draft. And then I play this video. Gonna find my Jerry, gonna hold wheel tag, gonna talk some fantasy. I would have just done fantasy tonight. You always told me never draft Jalen right, but I did in a draft in the middle of the night. This is crazy. Ty Felton in flight. Can you do the butte for me? Pew! Dynasty Daddy tonight. The last part was a little, we were pushing it with the Dynasty Daddy tonight, but I appreciate you trying to keep it on brand. All right. I'm ready. I gotta come up with some for the best ball draft streams. I think having cute little videos will be good. I'm a good meme video guy. Wait, I have a special treat for anybody that wants to stay till the end. A very special treat. I don't think I'll be able to play it now. If I had a turn pick, I probably would find a way to play it now. All right, Chase goes. We went Gibbs last time. I would love to have a CD start. It's annoying that I didn't get to have a CD start at the 4 slot. RuneScape is getting a lot more popular now. One of the best games for parents. Ooh, I kind of get that. It's kind of like on your own time thing, you know. Grind when you want to. Why don't you take Godwin in the Charlie League? You know, it is best ball. For sure. I could see myself doing it. I took Godwin in a startup this offseason already. CMC goes, our dream comes true. Guys, come on, round of applause. We got to, and it's nice too, because we got to do Gibbs last draft, so I don't even feel bad about taking CD over Gibbs this draft. It's beautiful. Dude, shout out to Boner Goku 420, man. Well done. Wait, maybe I'll do this. All right. All right, we get the CD start. I do like starting receiver versus running back on DK just because I trust myself to build a decent team through late running backs if I go 0 RB. And it's harder, in my opinion, to catch up at receiver unless you're able to stomach the ADP dips of like a lot of these injured players and suspended, like the Addison suspension dip, the Downs injury, Godwin injury, Mooney injury. Like if you can stomach those, and there's some flyers I like here. I like Demario Douglas, I like Luther Burden. But the tough thing is a lot of these guys that I like late are more late season plays. So when you fall behind at receiver, it feels harder to make those picks. These drafts cost any money? Yes. Oh, I should have done a better breakdown. I'll do a breakdown right now of these. So this is DraftKings. It's similar to Underdog if you've seen me draft on those on the previous Thursday night streams. But typically they're like, there's pretty cheap ones. There's like $3, $5, $20. Best Ball Mania is like the most popular one. This one's a pretty small one. But it is a 12-team pod. So I'm in a pod with these 12 managers that are drafting in the same draft with me. I believe the advance rate stuff is like here. Yeah. So round 1 goes through week 14, the full season. And then at the end of that round, I think this is like generic language, but I think it's the top 2 teams advance to a different pod with all winners from the previous pods for a 1 week sample, and so on until week 17 when the finals is, and that is also a 1 week sample. But I like following it, and even like even when I wasn't drafting a ton of best ball, I liked watching the best ball drafts just because it is such a consistent, ever-changing reflection of the current market. Now, some of these drafts are insane, and some of these picks will make no sense. But if I could get Bowers here, this would bring so much joy to my heart, guys. Bowers at like 20 plus gets me going. Now, it is tough because when you do the early tight end thing, you tend to really feel like you fall behind in some capacity at some position. Mike Evans, dude, I kind of like Mike Evans though. Like I wouldn't take him there, but you're gonna get no Godwin to start. Like I love Igbuka, but he's still a rookie. Like would it surprise you at all if this is like an easier 1K season? They don't have to do the gimmick screens. No Wirfs, and Baker did have an insane touchdown rate last season. So I get the downside of an old A wide receiver. But I'm not trying to defend it from the perspective of I think it's a good pick. I'm just brother, what are we doing? Yeah, okay. At least you're in on Evans at cost. That's all I needed to hear. Yeah. Yeah. And we see, wow. Okay, here's my thing. I get it. You went Chase, you went Higgins, you say I need Burrow. But I'll tell you what, man, when you go chasing Higgins, Burrow falls. At least to his ADP, because the only team that would possibly stack take him is the Chase Brown team. All right. Are we going elite onesies? I think I have the cojones to do it. I'm doing it, guys. We are going elite onesies. Wait. Am I tripping? Zay Flowers goes to 59? That's crazy. I feel like he would go here. You're not worried about the snap rates? Michael Mayer eating into his snaps from the preseason games? That is like my funniest Bowers bull case. Or not bull case. What's it called? Bearish? Bullish? I don't invest. Or I do invest. It's the we're not going to talk about it. I feel like I'm going to sound dumb if I start talking about like the ways in which I invest. I think my favorite cornerback in round 4 though, dude, he was late, man. He's down here at 65 and he's got the Q tag. Like, I think I'm going to try to push him. This is going to be how I make things up at wide receiver. I go Flowers to stack with Lamar. I push Travis Hunter when other people are taking Pacheco. And my running back room is going to be Aaron Jones, Jalen Warren, and J.K. Dobbins. You know, it's okay. A bear claws down. A bull's horns go up. Jesus, man, I feel like I'm in high school again. This is the I did though when I was like trying to remember something. So I appreciate it. This is helpful. I just couldn't remember what the name of the other thing was. Bullish. How's it going? No matter what, yeah. Hey guys, here's my take. You're gonna have your redraft drafts coming up. I know it. You guys probably got a couple. Let me know. Please reach for the picks that you know are good. I know we all are like, oh man, I can push Ibuka one more round. Oh, you know, Travis Hunter, he's got the Q tag. I could push him one more round. Like, if you like those players, even if not decently more than the current ADP picks, and you're trying to like play the ADP game, it's not worth it. I promise you. If you think like those are like the difference making players, like at the end of the fantasy season, it's going to be like, yeah, Ibuka was a great pick. We all knew it. I don't know why he went this late on these home sites. You take your guys. I only got one. Oh yeah, this definitely gets your guys league. You should everyone should do. Do you guys do? I haven't done any auction startups for Dynasty. I think that would be fun, but I think it would take a big commitment from everyone involved. But auction redraft is actually hella fun. Go play Nurse Meatball. It's been fun. Good night. Hey, good night. Appreciate you popping in. Great show. Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you. Much love. Best of luck in the rest of the draft. It's gonna be an interesting one. All right, Devontae is fouling. I wonder if I still have to go receiver here, or if this is a hero RB team. I'm probably this. So we're at 44. I would take Zay Flowers next round at 53. I mean, it's just, guys, I'm sorry. It just is Devontae Adams at 44. Stafford is back at practice. Baker, fucking Mayfield. This guy is this guy is in Tampa Bay right now. Where's Ibuka? He hasn't taken Ibuka. All right, here's my only issue with the Flowers pick is I don't care that much about stacking with Lamar, and I like Pickens decently more, and I like Ibuka equally, but maybe I just need to make this difference. Never done auction in my league. Wants to do a guillotine. Oh, that would be fun. I mean, you could do with the same group of guys. I would recommend that. What's the harm, you know? Half the league's going to be cut by midseason. Slow draft, guillotine. Let's go. What's up, Kyle? How do we feel about Wilson and Marv this year if we're getting them in the 3-4 turn? I like it. All right, somebody talk me out of Pickens here. I'm taking so much Pickens. Maybe I don't, because it's going to make me want to take Dak, and I shouldn't take Dak on this team with Lamar. Like, I should just go to later QBs at most. This probably just should be Zay. Xavier Worthy if he falls. Yeah, he just went. I appreciate it. Thank you, Braden. Fire profile picture. Dude, I am going in on Pickens this year. All right, guys, I have CD, and I have a decent amount of Pickens. Maybe it just has to be Zay. Or is it Connor? Connor's not a bad pick here. All right, we're doing this. We're doing this. All right, it looks bad. Hear me out. Hear me out, guys. Hear me out. We go Connor here. Our next pick is 68. When we're on the clock at 68, we could be staring down Travis Hunter. I mean, Tony Pollard, whatever. Rome, Golden. A lot of receivers in this range I like. And if I take a receiver here, I will have 3 receivers and feel good about that. 0 running backs, and I'll feel forced to potentially reach for like David Montgomery, you know, Aaron Jones or something ahead of ADP just to feel like I had a receiver. Kentucky out of Pickens. Ain't no way for Zay. I know, I get the Zay. Hey, I like Zay at cost. I think he's really good, but I can't argue against the offensive limitation standpoint perspective. The likely injury thing is nice, but yeah, I mean it's hard to believe that King Henry Lamar offense that is just so spread out that just re-signed Bateman is gonna turn Zay into a man. We should have been taking this guy at the 3-4 turn, you know. I feel like Wilson at the end of the 4th and Marv at the beginning of the 5th is a steal. Yeah, that's pretty good value. Like the 4th, 5th here. Yeah, I mean, you're looking at like Terry, DK, but yeah, I mean, I like him more than all those guys in that range. Like, I'm spooked about the Jets for sure. Like, it could be a dumpster fire, but we rarely see, especially with quarterbacks who have played in the NFL before. Like, make all the jokes about Fields you want. Like, he has quarterbacked an offense and, you know, had decent, average to decent passing seasons. So I think the target share is just going to be insane for Garrett Wilson, especially if Brees is just not going to be this featured guy that I think he should be. Got fresh Pickens for Pickens. I've been getting clowned for like a week. Dude, the thing with like the Marv hate is he was a 1-2 turn pick last year. Like, that's why people don't like Marv. At the 4-5 for a second year breakout for an elite prospect. I mean, yeah, that's fine. You know, like that's crazy. Well, you're not clowned here. Don't worry. You're with friends, or at least friendly people. All right. Rice goes right after me. W pick. Good pick, Scott. If you're in here. Guys, I make my rookie draft. Do you want some? Here's some Will lore. You get 1 Will lore piece a night. We do my home league. All of my buds from high school. We're in a dynasty league together, and every year we do the rookie draft in person. It is goofy as hell, and I'm wearing my championship ring. Somebody brings the trophy. Because it is like, it's not a fast draft, but each pick happens within the span of like 5-10 minutes. Zay almost fell, man. All right, we are gonna get Travis Hunter here though. Oh, I like Waddle. Okay, somebody talk me out of Travis Hunter over Waddle, because I do like Waddle a lot, and the bye weeks are nice. I know it's. I know. I do like Waddle. Just we got this going on, man. I'm not a bye week bro, but it stresses me out a little bit, you know. Good Waddle then running back. Yeah, I'll probably at the 77. We'll see who's there. But I mean I know like pure setup of the league and stuff. You want me to go running back? I totally get that. And if like Pollard or somebody falls, I could see myself doing it. But I don't know. Like, I don't love, like, if I have to reach for like Tyrone Tracy or something versus just waiting and taking Jalen Warren or Dobbins or doing the Bill, making my little Bill bet, Tank, Eckler, Tootin, Sampson. Like, these Cleveland guys are like terrible running back room saviors. Don't tell the rest of the people in this draft. All right, I almost effed up the board, but we're here. Perfect timing. Generational wealth. The funniest part about that is it's probably just like one redraft league that's for like $100. But hey, you could turn that 100. You know, that 100 lets you enter more leagues, right? I want to get my friends in the biz on it. Wait, I need a little bit more context before I Dynasty Daddy Delight. Dynasty Daddy Delight. All right. Oh, man. All right, this kind of sucks. David Montgomery is actually the best pick here, especially since I already have Laporta. Oh, I mean Bowers. But once again, we're doing the bye week thing. I cannot do Jacoby. I'm not doing triple bye week 8. All right, it's just David Montgomery. All right, no more bye week 8s. Rest of the draft. What is that? Lions. They're all going to go anyways. It's fine. Raiders. Jacoby's going to be gone. It's fine. Jags. Dang it. A lot of running backs I want to take from the Jags to help save my running back room. Wait, okay. Here's what I was trying to say about the home league draft, okay? It's really cute. Everyone, like, we hand the pick to the commissioner. The first year we did it, he was wearing a suit. I don't think he wears a suit anymore, but he gets food for us. Shout out to you, Dill. Appreciate you, man. If you want to trade with somebody, everyone like brings their phones and we like go into one of the guys' rooms at the apartment and you're like just sitting on a bed like, I don't know, man. Like, what if I throw in Debo? Like, it is hilarious. But every year I make a video. And it's usually some kind of like goofy meme thing where I'm like either making fun of the guys in the league or I do this I did an elaborate one year. This year is a shorter meme one. But the end, I might just show you guys without telling you. That might be funnier. But if you stay till the end of this draft, I'll pull it up. Yeah, they were talking about this, right? I wonder how much fantasy change with 2 bye weeks. You know, if they like extend the season out enough. And hey, you know, if there's money to be made, the people that love making an absurd? Probably should have just went absurd amount of money. Love making more of it. So we might be talking about the 2 bye week meta in 2029 or something. I could see it. Better to hunt the waddle than to waddle the hunt. True. I like all these messages to get me not to draft Jalen Waddle. All right, Zeno, I didn't pull these messages up, but I felt it. I was thinking Rice or Henry, but I needed a tight end. Meatball, you're supposed to be taking care of your wife or something, right? Yeah. I probably would have gone. I mean, I don't hate going Kittle when in a league where the Kittle war is going to be crazy. 0.75 start 2 tight end. Like that's meaningful enough to not feel terrible about that. All right, on the clock here. All right, we need to start making ground up at receiver. But do I like these guys compared to the backs that I'm pushing down? Should this just be Jalen Warren? Guys, I'm kind of in on Jalen Warren over... I'm kind of buying the Warren's going to be heavily involved this year. And 2 bye week 8 running backs and our running back room being crappy, I think we need to do it. Even though I think that Jennings is a better pick. I just had a stroke. Unrelated to that message. Oh, can we get the Q tag fall? No way. No way. Right? I mean, I like Pittman. I like Keon too. I like Downs. It's getting squeakier. I had to max it out. I like Downs. Yeah. See Jennings go. Just got offered 26, 27, 28 first for Jason and Rome. Thoughts? It's like fresh out of a startup or something. I feel like I never see the like rainbow picks for players. I don't know. I'd be curious to know the format. The team too. Like if it's the same team and you're giving them JSN and Rome, like are they already insanely strong? All right, key under downs. So we are definitely not worried about quarterback. The running back I'll peek at. I do like Charbonnet, but he has a bye week 8. We're not doing that. You could convince me to take J.K. Dobbins here. I could be talked into it. But we might just do like Braylon, Ramondre, something later. All right, I do have a lot of downs. CD, Devontae, Hunter. Is this more of a downs team or a Keon team? Whoa, what is up? Shout out FanCred. Looking forward to the league, getting that draft started, and sharing my thoughts on FanCred. If you guys don't know, all right, I guess I'm doing Keon. This is more of a, I have a lot more downs than I have Keon. And I like them pretty similarly. FanCred is a league safe. I don't want to say equivalent. What's a better word to use? Replacement is probably the word you want to hear. There's probably a more accurate word. Somebody help me. Or maybe I should just stop talking. Yo, what's up, Sean? Probably gonna show some love to Will. Hey guys. All right, I'll leak it because I was teasing it. But what we're gonna do after this draft is I'm gonna show you the little teaser video I made. And the crux of the video is I'm like making fun of and references to like memes about my friends that you guys won't understand, so I won't show you any of that. But at the end of the video, I do this thing where I act like the video's done. And honestly, you're probably like, Will, you're leaking this to all your friends. They don't watch the Dynasty Daddy streams. Guys, I don't know. And you know what? Maybe I'm happy they don't because I clap their asses. No, I actually don't. I've only won the league winner. Replacement. There we go. I know. I wanted this alternative. Okay, there we go. Alternative. Yeah, good job, guys. Let's go. Yeah, alternative. You guys did it. The end of the video. This is a classic meme. We used to do this thing called the Neighborhood Olympics. Oh man, you guys are getting some good Willow right now. The Neighborhood Olympics, and we would play football, basketball, baseball, ultimate frisbee, soccer. We would do like football throw events. We did a 4-man relay. Like we were insanely dehydrated. There also is another Will Lore story that is related to me throwing up that night when we were all hanging out drinking after. That was definitely related to my dehydration. But I won Olympics MVP that year, so all's well that ends well. But I don't know why I added that. But so we also tried to film some of the sports. So we filmed football, which was literally tackle football in my friend's backyard. And there is like one Will run that is like, just, it is a pretty insane clip. I kind of went ham. But they make fun of me because my bit every year is in some aspect of the video, I reference that one video of my run. And I'm doing it again this year. Oh, Bill. Man, I would slurp some Godwin fall, but let's not make this mistake again. Let's get our Bill share. All right, here's my take. You guys want the Bill take? My JCM take is there is a chance that we hit 80% Bucky levels midseason. I would not expect it early on. I think the Brian Robinson stuff, there's probably some stuff we don't know in behind the scenes for sure. But Eckler's still there. I think they like Chris Rodriguez, and we saw him play more with the starters in the preseason game. So I think it is going to be a gross committee that I think you're hoping the rookie who has gotten really rave reports. We haven't heard a lot about Chris Rodriguez in camp report stuff, but I also want to advise people against assuming that every report they hear is 100% accurate, because a lot of times beat reporters, it's more exciting for them to talk about the rookie they just drafted than Chris Rodriguez, who barely has gotten any run, you know? So, Bill, I was not mic'd up. We did not have that. We had a camcorder. That was all we had. WMVP. I'll need to fact check this. I believe I am the only MVP on the losing Olympics team, right? Every year it's been the best player on the team that won. I believe I am the only recipient of an MVP award on the losing team. It is quite the accomplishment. And it's all in words. I don't have like a trophy or anything, but it is interesting. Definitely left field. There was I don't want to get it wrong, but there was definitely, I've heard about it like retroactively after the fact, but there was some sort of conversation where there was like two, like there's like beat reporters and some of them will have their own shows and talk back and forth. I believe there was one where one of them had made a comment about, yeah, I think, there's a chance Brian Robinson doesn't make this team. And there was like crazy pushback, like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, that's insane, which I would have thought at the time too. Like, I don't think Brian Robinson is good, but I don't think he is like, we need to get this guy off the roster, which I think that's why there's a little bit more behind the scenes stuff. All right, guys, this team, unfortunately, is not a team we can take Godwin on. I like Kirk a lot on this team. Specifically, it looks like he's playing ahead of Higgins at the moment. I've always kind of been a Kirk guy. Chubb is not a terrible pick. And neither is Luther or Burden. All right, let's go Kirk here. I take a lot of burden. I would take Godwin here and just kind of eat the weeks. But unfortunately, I think we're a little bit too weak at receiver. And we have double bye weeks. I just went through my leagues history and jotted down all the head-to-head records. Dude, Zeno, we are the same. We do the like extra nerdy stuff. That's why I make the videos. Like, I'm the guy who's like really into the league and like think it's so cool. So yeah, I'll just leak it now. So this awesome run, the bit this year, it's a little bit different than the bits I've done in the past. I did a side-by-side comparison with runs that Jahmyr Gibbs had, different runs he's had, and different aspects of my touchdown run in this game. I'm excited to show you guys. You guys, this is going to be probably 25% cool as hell, 75% funny to watch. And it's extra cool. Maybe not extra cool is the word. Will Gibbs, Jahmyr Sanders. True. All right, let's lock in here. I'm kind of goofing. I'm kind of all over the place. So we have Lamar and Bowers. We don't need. I'm fine going 2 tight end and 2 quarterback and just really hammering running back and receiver. What do we need more? We have Connor, Montgomery. Okay, we probably need running back pretty bad here. Let's hit running back. I like Eckler. We just took JCM though. It's probably not a bad combo pairing though. Let's Jaden Blue Buzz, guys. Let me click this news tab. Okay. This might be a fun preseason watch. Blue? I actually don't have a lot of blue. We'll do quick peeks here. Ayuk is interesting. Do like these running backs. Let's see. This is a little greedy. We are gonna go blue here, and I'm gonna hit one of these running backs here. One of the Browns guys. And that will be how we save the running back room. And then we're hammering receiver, running back values, and then whatever our favorite tight ends are. And a second quarterback. But we can worry about this later. Like, it's probably like Geno or something. Which, unfortunately, actually, like the QBs are falling. Like, we're about to be up here on, my next pick is 149. And JJ's 123, 130, 137, 144. So there probably will be a QB run in this next round, but we might be able to get him at this 164 pick. That's a hope. No, guys, it's worth the wait. And if it's not worth the wait, just know that this stream's going to stay live, or at least on the channel, and you can go back and click to the end because it'll be how I end. We're gonna pull it up, probably watch it 3 times. First time I'll play it naturally. Second time, maybe do a little breakdown of each aspect of it, of like the comparisons between the two. Third time, Dylan Sampson's still here. Let's go. Third time, maybe I show you the raw clip of the full run and you can feel it. Thoughts? Let me know. I save the Will lore for mid to end of the streams, so the real ones can feel it. All right, give me some Dylan Sampson here. Let's save this running back room. Tootin's still there. All right, I like Tootin. How is Sampson just not a way better pick? What am I missing, guys? Actually, Spears is not a bad pick either. I know he's in a boot. Maybe this is where you should go. I have these takes and then I like really think about it in a best ball context and I'm like, never mind. Do this. The film room, yes, guys. The run, it is a W run. I will say, okay. I'm gonna put this out there right now. Especially if we're doing the raw film breakdown. There is an obvious hold that should have been called. Okay, I'm just gonna put that out there. It's a big blemish on the amazing Will run record, but I don't want you to. I don't want it to detract from the greatness that you'll be able to see. Okay. All right, you guys want to guess let's guess the Will, since we're doing the Will lore, you guys want to guess the middle school, freshman year, high school position, senior year, high school position, all offense. And there is you could guess a defense position too. I've played 2 different defensive positions. The freshman year one is hilarious. When you hear this, you will be like, what the hell is going on? Jeremy is missing out. True. He's locked in though. He's middle school wide receiver. I'm gonna let a couple guesses get in. You want the frame? Wait, I'll make this pick. Right tackle. I appreciate it. I don't know if we're moving. Are we moving someone with these? Maybe in middle school. Oh, freshman kicker turner and running back. Let's go. Thank you, B. Okay. All right, Gino did fall back to us. What are these receivers looking like? I think Dubs is a great pick, especially with the Reed injury. Are we getting too greedy? How much do you care about stacking your second quarterback versus me taking Dubs here? 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. I mean, if we're having a good like smash Bauer season and he's hitting the touchdowns, Gino's probably good too, right? And we probably get some Gino games paired with Lamar. I don't know. What do you guys think? Was that a bad pick? If you already have Lamar, are you pushing it to? My only fear was I have seen this turn here, right here, go. I take Dubs here, and it goes Gino, Stafford. Yeah, look, Rodgers here, because I mean he had one quarterback, so I get it. This guy goes. Let's see, if Stafford goes before us, it was a W pick. Gino feels good. There we go. Color commentator. Damn. Fullback and receiver. I appreciate these these big boy. I'm getting the big boy call outs. I mean I'm 6'2", but I don't carry the oomph of a 6'2" right tackle or a 6'2" fullback. Garendo, Algier. All right, this pick is almost certainly a receiver, right? We went Blue and Sampson with these last 2 picks. We went Gino there. Not worried. Oh, dude, if Dubs get back to us. This guy's 5 receivers. Let's go. W. All right, any indications elsewhere? I am a Kyle Williams guy. I know there's been some Hollywood Brown buzz. He's back practicing. But, yeah, I just think Dubs is just a way better pick than everyone else this range. As far as, like, being able to hit your lineup in a best ball context. Not necessarily as a receiver. All right, I'll do the breakdown. Here we go. Middle school running back. Okay. And I was very tall. Shout out to Parker. Parker was the other running back. And we were Thunder and Lightning. All the middle school moms loved the Thunder and Lightning. AC/DC was did you guys ever play middle school football? And you go to like the pancake party or whatever, pizza party at the end of the year. And they play like highlights from the season, and it's some like AC/DC song in the background. Somebody has to connect with me on this. So that was middle school. Then freshman year, I wanted to play receiver freshman year. Our team was very bad. The coach said, "Who wants to play quarterback?" And one guy raised his hand. And I love you, Jacob. He was very bad. So the coach made me and another guy, Cam, try out for quarterback. And the depth chart ended up being Will, QB1, Cam, QB2. And then the only guy that wanted to play quarterback was the third string QB. Now, he did get in a game because I was injured. I got injured freshman year. Cam got hurt too. So he did play a game. We didn't score any points. So the coach made the right call. But nose tackle freshman year, I think I played some nose tackle like in like the earliest I ever played football. Like I'm talking like like 5th, 6th grade. Want to show you that? Yeah. Oh yeah. I definitely have seen that. Yeah, and I think too, like, as far as like the Packers receiver room, like obviously you bring in Golden, but I mean Reed's got the injury stuff and isn't a full-time player. I feel like a lot of the buzz and stuff we've seen has felt like Dubs has kind of locked in a lot of those 2 receiver sets. One game ever in middle school, receiver and corner got blasted trying to make a tackle and never went back. Moving like Lamar. Honestly, I was a rushing quarterback, guys. But honestly, no, you know, in like freshman year, if you're throwing, you're throwing, you know? Like most our offensive line was really bad too. So I was a rushing quarterback. I had a 3 touchdown, 3 fumble game because I was just running all over the place. All right, let me lock in for this pick. So we have the 2 QBs, which I feel somewhat confident in. I'll go gross tight end. We can, guys, I kind of like, I don't have any Ollie, and I have a ton. All right, we're going to take Ollie Gordon here. Okay, Pat Bryant's not a bad pick either. Got the Devon Bailey, but he probably comes back to us. These are 2 players I do not have a lot of. And I think I felt so right for most of the year on both of these guys. Ollie Gordon, because I was always Jalen Wright, but Jalen Wright has not looked great and is hurt right now. He's probably going to be fine for the season, but you know, any injury is kind of a, you know, dip guy. And then Pat Bryant, there was a ton of Vele buzz, and then they traded him to the Saints. Matt, you call out the O-line. We had one phenomenal offensive lineman, absolute stud, but they rush more than one person, and he couldn't block 2 people with his massive arms, unfortunately. I was probably a terrible leader, and which is weird because I wore 15 freshman year. That was like peak Tebow, man. That might have been Tebow Denver. Okay, and then also freshman year, I was starting quarterback and our starting linebacker. You know, probably shouldn't have done that, coaches. I also got injured playing linebacker, so definitely shouldn't have done that. I went to make a tackle. I'm playing linebacker. In a game, I'm starting as quarterback. I go to make a tackle, and I fall to the ground. I make the tackle, and I can't move. Like, I can't feel my legs, and I'm freaking out. And shout out to the paramedics. They came out, and the first thing she does, she's like feeling up and down my legs, and she's like, "Can you feel my hands?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Okay, you're not paralyzed. Like, you're gonna be okay." Which was like, I don't think she's allowed to make that promise to a high schooler, but it was appreciated at the time for sure. All right, Horton or Pat Bryant? What's this ankle injury looking like? Because I think Horton looks really good, but he has dealt with injuries a lot. All right, it's got to be the bye week. It's the bye week thing, right? We got a bunch of bye week 8s. It's got to be Pat Bryant. You could talk me into Besh if he didn't have bye week 8. We can hit KLS and Coker, go gross tight ends. I don't need to do the 3 QB thing. That's fine. AR-15. Braden, are you taking AR? I actually kind of buy people that are like, give me the Colts quarterback that would play second, but I also kind of feel weird about Steichen going with Daniel Jones to not lose his job and then going like back to A-Rich later, even though I do think that that's what would happen. This is a good question. Dabadoobie, I am, how do I put this lightly? My brain can only absorb and hold so much information, you know, and I think that's probably true of most human brains. And I have decided that football related fantasy, dynasty, video game stuff, like that is taking up so much space in here that I don't have the answer to questions like this that most people would know. So there we go. Punt week 8, win every other week. Yeah, so the only it is a total points aspect. So the punting week 8 like puts me really far behind. So I think that it is bad to here's the one thing. I bet you a lot of teams don't have a ton of bye week 8s because they're afraid of the bye weeks. So when I get to the finals, probably won't see a ton of Devontae Adams, Travis Hunter, Brock Bowers, James Conner, David Montgomery teams. I am coping. All right, how we I got to end the draft here. So we are going we are weaker at running back still probably, and running back at the end of the draft is pretty nasty. I do like DJ Giddens. I feel like he has the RB2 role, or at least that's the buzz. I don't think Miles Sanders is a bad pick, but I took Jaden Blue. I would take Besh super far past ADP at this point. Slayton is my goat. All right, should it just be Besh? Just to have 2 stacks with Geno, like if I'm doing the second quarterback thing, I don't have a lot of Besh. It is a bye week 8, but I feel like I have enough players to not feel gross about it. And I have a ton of Slayton, even though I think he's a better pick. Not paralyzed. Dude, it was scary, man. I appreciated it at the time. Like if I ended up being paralyzed, I wouldn't have sued her, but I would have been a little bit bummed out. I would have told the story differently. Nice. 33%. Hell yeah. I'm sure with that number 2, you have I mean, did you do any of like the little or big board stuff? I have a couple hundred teams in like the hundreds. That feels amazing. But then I look at some of the other players and it's all these running back prospects I really liked that went in like the 4th, 5th, and 6th round. A little bummed out. No, so I go to the story. This is a great story. I go to the hospital, as one does when you can't feel your legs or move or walk. And I'm, in the hospital bed, they're doing tests, and come to find out I had severe nerve damage in my tailbone. So it wasn't anything that was like my legs really. It was like the tailbone nerves connecting to the rest of my body that would like allow my body to move and walk. So I was like I had to lay in bed for a day, super sore. I was on crutches. And then we watched film. I actually got out of the hospital pretty quick. Like I couldn't walk for a day. And then they were like, as long as it's like, you're just going to be crazy sore. Like it's not that bad. Get over it, basically. All right, we have to get a second tight end. Here or next pick. Waller is kind of a spooky second tight end. Position drills. You know what? F it. We ball. Come on. And then we go Harold Fandon, and we just do 3 tight ends with Bowers, and it's fine to get over it. Nice. That's awesome. Hell yeah. Yeah. Injury stuff is tough, and the benching stuff doesn't help either. But we watched film of the previous week's game in preparation for the next week's game of like, here's what we need to work on that we did bad last time. And everyone was like, we have to see the play Will got hurt on. Like, come on. So we watch it, and what happened was I am perfect position. I hit the gap, go to make the tackle, and our safety also hit the gap pretty hard, but with his helmet down, and he speared me in my tailbone. So I'm tackling a running back, like in midst of the tackle, I'm getting speared by my own teammate. Luckily, it wasn't my spine. Like if that was my spine, I probably actually would have been paralyzed, but it was my butt tailbone. Yeah, ouch is right. But I couldn't feel anything. It really wasn't painful or sore until after the fact. Shout out to nerve damage. But yeah, I can walk, you know, recovered fully, was able to win Olympics MVP, neighborhood Olympics MVP. I think I'm a 3-time neighborhood Olympics MVPer. Yeah, dude. Would have been brutal. Okay, I don't think I finished though. So I played quarterback and receiver. No, quarterback and linebacker freshman year. And then here's the other Will Lore. Took a break from football. Took a break. Sophomore year and junior year. And I went the Troy Bolton route. I was in the choir and some plays, little artistic, musical, you know, well-rounded individual, some said. Mr. Personality, the high school voted. And then came back senior year. I missed it. And I played receiver. Our quarterback was good. Shout out to Anton. He went and played at Eastern Michigan. Wait, did he? Something like that. All right, Harold Fannin, KLS, Adonai Mitchell. I think I'm going Fannin. It's going to look weird to do 3 tight ends with Bowers, but low-key, Waller could definitely be injured or barely playing week 8. And I'm a Fannin believer. I'm trying to get my Fannin bags packed. Kid grow to be Lan McConkey. The theater kid route. Exactly. All right, you guys ready? Let me find the best way to do this. All right. I have to switch accounts. Hopefully that doesn't mess me up. All right. Well, we are not watching the beginning of this video. Okay. I probably should have done a recap of the team, but I feel like you guys are here for one thing and one thing only, and it's Will's obscure meme videos that he's making for his friends at his rookie draft. It's kind of fire. Or at least to me, because I made it about myself. All right, you guys ready? No matter how hard you ask, I will not be showing you the rest of the video because it is barely funny enough for my friends. I want to wait, volume check. Yeah, that's decent. Okay, so here I'll give you the breakdown. Okay, the breakdown. This was a sad scene to accidentally hit. Wow, and it's just a black screen. What if I hit this and he was just on? What's up, Will? Let's watch this. Oh man, dang. All right, here is. Okay, I know this is confusing. This is an inside joke. Okay. This is all these 34 seconds is all inside jokes about my friends. And then I act like the video ends. A little trick 'em. Okay? You know, little YouTube play.
Is an introduction really necessary for someone we all know so well?
Okay, thoughts? Okay. Banger comment. The lateral. The lateral is like, I think I ran out of energy. It is really probably what it was. Because I just stood still. And honestly, we would have had 4 downs from literally like the 2-yard line, which like tackle football with your friends in the backyard is like the easiest touchdown conversion. But I feel like it needed to be. We'll highlight support GTA 6. Hey, let's go. All right, is this a rewatch request? Yeah, okay. It is the Billie Jean edits because it's like the eyes look like mine and it's all like memes about my friends. John Wall mixtape. Oof. You guys are gonna make me act up and pull up some old mixtapes. All right, fine. I'll let it play one more time. You guys can watch it one more time. And then if you guys beg for the raw footage, maybe I'll pull that up. But no, this is also right here. I have this hat. Look at this at the Gibbs Lions beanie. I have the Lions beanie. Bang. Right there. Yeah, let's go. All right. So video ends. Yeah, the field, I tore my AC joint on a rock.
Really necessary for someone we all know so well.
All right, so I want to do the breakdown here, okay? So I want you to watch this, and I want you to watch what Will does and what Gibbs does. And what I'm doing in this clip, this is for any of you future editors out there for your Dynasty Home League rookie drafts. Just watch the what Will does right here. So here, I'm hitting Joe with a little. Oh, what does Gibbs do? And then here, he's trying to tackle me. I kind of shake him off. Ooh, a little shake off right there. And then just absolutely cutting, burning through the hole. Come on. And then here, I'm spinning a defender off, spinning 2 defenders off. Come on. Right here, get to the end, pitch, touchdown. Pitch, I mean, come on. This is cinema.
Oh my god.
Cinematic. All right, I think I have to end there. I think once we get to like 3 minutes of Will showing videos of himself, the stream has reached its peak. Thank you guys for hanging. But you're slow? Are you slow? Oh, yeah. So, I mean, the Gibbs runs obviously were all different runs. This was all right, now you're going to make me cooking them for like 10 clips. There are 2 clips of me doing some cooking. But yeah, if you want the raw footage, Zito, I'll pull it out for you. Here's the only thing with the raw. Oh, no, I don't know if the raw footage is going to work well. Maybe if I do this. Crazier than Mars shots. I'm going to do the raw footage just so I can show you how terrible the hold was. All right, let's see if this plays. The quality might be really bad, but we're gonna try it, okay? And I'm gonna be disappeared for this. You're gonna see pure raw Will run footage. I hope Jeremy doesn't watch this back. Okay, let's go. Okay, I was quarterback, and you can run. Okay. Stay in front. Good call. Good, great cut. Great cut. Oh my god, Ty. Wait. Bro, watch me. Shout out to Ty. Okay. Absolute, like, how does Will get out of this? Right here. He's hip dropping me. He's hip dropping me. Oh, jeez. Absolutely kept the legs churning. Okay, and then right here. Shout out to Zach. Zach is just choking this man. and then I think I got tripped a little bit.
Oh my god.
All right, I think I have to end now. I'm like foreseeing the future of Jeremy watching back this, and I get a text tomorrow morning at like 11 a.m. like, "Hey bro, rewatched the best ball draft stream last night. What was going on for the last 20 minutes? That was pretty weird. Please never do that again." He wouldn't actually say that, but I think he might think it. Yeah, dude. Shout out to I think it was Jake. Shout out to Jake. He just got married. Shout out to Jake. The double broken tag was an A, man. Guys, should we turn this into a Will Olympics highlights channel? I'll talk to Jeremy. I appreciate you all. Much love. Best of luck in the Dynasty Daddy leagues. Oh, let's go. Happy to see that. I want Big DS to know who he's dealing with when we're in the streets of the trade talks. All right, I'm gonna go eat some salt and vinegar chips. Appreciate you all. Much love. Jeez, it actually is. That's why I'm ending stream right now. That sounded weird. That's all right. I'm gonna Have a great night. Good call. This is a better message for me to pull up. W stream. Appreciate you guys. I love doing these streams. I don't know about the logistics of it, and obviously we're coming up on the season, but just know, like, the best ball streams, they will happen next Thursday. And also, definitely playoff best ball. I like playoff best ball. That will be fun. I'll teach you guys about playoff best ball. That's it, the Commanders. Good call. Good call. These are all W chats. I appreciate you all. Have a good night, guys. Best of luck. I know we got redraft drafts coming up. Let's go. If you're with me, I'm a early RB guy. Take advantage of your league mates, man. Reach on your hunters and Ibukas. All right, peace out. Can only say peace out so many times. Saints need a QB. Dude, I could do some Taysom Hill stuff. If I was like, all right, that's enough. All right, peace out, guys. God bless. Night night. Oh, I have an outro.